Good evening. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of March 2021. Book for the day, Human Crossings, 9 stories about refugees. And I've been reading to you a story that was written by Dean Robinson called Holding On. And this is where we got to yesterday. Caliph, I've been thinking about going away to study at a university outside of Aleppo, and I want you to come with me. What? How? But you don't have to make up your mind straight away. But Larissa, I can't just leave. I've spoken to your father, Caliph. What? When? He thinks it could be really good for you to get away and start afresh. That's not possible. I can't leave him. He'll be alone. He has Amala. He'll be fine. She pointed to our house in the distance. They are at home now, aren't they? Together? I nodded. He's all I've got. She froze, then, and shifted her weight back as though stunned. You know what I mean. Caliph, I know how hard it is. My head shook uncontrollably at those words. You know I lost my dad 8 years ago. I know it's hard. Each word caught in my throat as I spoke them. You can't understand. I do. I know what it's like to hope that you could go back and change the past. But Caliph, I realised a long time ago that no matter how much I want to relive our past, the sun cannot set in the same way twice. Once the past is gone, it's gone. And no matter how much I wish I could see him again, all that happens is I am upset with more grief. Sometimes, though, I think it pleases him to see me living life to the fullest. That the only way I can feel close to him is by making him feel proud. That's why I want to go and study abroad in England. But it's so far. She went quiet for a while, what felt like an ocean of time. Her big brown eyes shone like jewels before she closed them and turned away from me. I couldn't understand why this was happening, and all so fast. There was no chance to prepare for this or to know how to respond. So I did the only thing I thought I could at that point, which was to find any way of blaming her, to take her positive and forthright nature and make her wrong. You brought me all this way just to tell me that you're leaving? How can you? I watched her shoulders shake and her head bow, her slender shoulders hunching over. No, Caliph, I did not come here to ask you. I noticed that the setting sun wasn't the glorious ball of red fire that it was a year ago. Instead, it was a faint and yellow bulb that hung in the sky. I want you to come with me. How? There's no way. I know that was what you were going to say, but you are great at maths, Caliph. You could easily get a scholarship, which would allow you to go to Oxford. And that is where we will leave it for today and find out what happens tomorrow. Human Crossings, 9 stories about refugees, can be found on Amazon and on its Facebook page. Join me tomorrow and find out what happens. Good night.